Moses was now an old man. His long journey was almost over. He gathered all the people of Israel. He had important news to share. He told them, "I am 120 years old today." He said he could no longer lead them as before. He could not go out and come in with them on their journeys. Moses stood before all of Israel. He wanted to speak to them one last time. His words were full of wisdom and love. He reminded them of God's incredible faithfulness. God had been with them through every trial. He had been with them in every victory. God had provided food when they were hungry. He gave them water when they were thirsty. He had protected them from their enemies. Moses wanted them to remember these important truths. Then Moses called for Joshua. He did this in front of all the people. This was a very public and important act. It clearly showed everyone who the new leader would be. God himself had chosen Joshua for this special role. Joshua would not have to lead alone. God made a wonderful and powerful promise. He spoke directly to Joshua. He also spoke this promise to all the people of Israel. He said, "I will be with you." What comforting words these are. He continued, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." This promise is like a strong, unshakable rock. It will not move, it will not change, no matter what happens. God's presence would be constant. His support would be unwavering. Moses knew this. So he told Joshua, "Be strong and courageous." He did not say this just once. He repeated these words many times. Leading a whole nation of people into a new land is a hard job. There would be many challenges ahead. There would be enemies to face. There would be difficult decisions to make. But true courage comes from knowing that God is with you. Courage is not about having no fear at all. Moses did something very important for the future of Israel. He carefully wrote down all of God's laws. These laws were a precious gift from God himself. They showed the Israelites how to live good lives. They showed them how to love God with their whole being. They also showed them how to treat each other with kindness and fairness. The law was like a roadmap for their journey. It helped them stay on the right path, the path God wanted for them. It was a guide for their whole community. It was also a guide for their personal lives. It helped them understand God's loving heart. Moses then gave this written law to the priests. The priests were the sons of Levi, who carried the Ark of the Covenant. He also gave it to all the elders of Israel. He told them to read it regularly. Specifically, they were to read it out loud to all the people. This special reading was to happen every 7 years. This was during the festival time, at the year of remission, or the canceling of debts. Everyone was to gather to hear God's words. This included men, women, little children, and even the foreigners who were living among them. No one was to be left out from hearing these important and life-giving instructions. Regularly hearing God's law helped the Israelites to refocus their hearts and minds. Section 4, a song of witness and a final blessing. God told Moses something that must have been very sad for him to hear. God said that after Moses died, the people of Israel would eventually turn away from him. They would forget his goodness. They would start to follow other false gods. They would break the special covenant agreement they had made with him. This news must have been heartbreaking for Moses. He loved his people so much. He had spent his entire adult life leading them and caring for them. Yet, God, in his great wisdom, knew their hearts. He knew the future tendencies of the people. So, God told Moses to do something unique. He instructed him to write a song. This song would serve as a powerful witness. It would be a lasting reminder for the people. It would remind them of God's incredible goodness and his mighty deeds. It would also clearly warn them about the serious consequences of their disobedience if they chose that path. When difficult times and troubles came upon them because they had turned away from God, this song would remind them why. It was designed as a tool for teaching future generations. It was also a call to repentance, urging them to return to God. Music has a special way of sticking in our minds and touching our hearts. Moses faithfully did what God asked. Section 5, the mantle passes, Joshua steps forward. Then the time came for Moses to depart from this life. God told him to climb up Mount Nebo. This mountain was in the land of Moab, across the Jordan River from Jericho. From the top of Mount Nebo, God allowed Moses to see the promised land. He saw the whole land stretching out before him. He saw the land that God had solemnly promised to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob so many years before. But God also told Moses that he himself would not enter it. This was because of an instance of disobedience much earlier at the waters of Meribah Kadesh. It must have been a bittersweet moment for Moses. He saw the beautiful fulfillment of God's promise, but he viewed it from a distance. Moses obeyed God completely, as he always sought to do. He climbed up the mountain as God had instructed. He stood there and gazed upon the beautiful fertile land. And there, on Mount Nebo, Moses, the faithful servant of the Lord, died. The Bible tells us that God himself buried him in a valley in Moab, but to this day, no one knows the exact place of his burial. Moses was 120 years old when he died. Amazingly, his eyes were still clear and sharp. His natural strength had not weakened. He was a truly remarkable man, a prophet, and a leader used powerfully by God. His life was a testament to God's incredible power and faithful guidance.